Welcome in to a special holiday week edition of An Eye on the League. I'm your ghoulish host, Jeff, and while my team has been a bit of a house of horrors of late, I have a real treat for all of you. Let's hit it.
What a shame.
Okay, everybody, this week we have a very exciting guest in the house. It is one of the only members of our league who's actually played football. First place in the league, coming off of a massive blowout victory of Burlington's Burliest. We've got Josh from Doghouse. Welcome to the podcast, man.
Jeff, appreciate you having me, gentlemen. Good evening.
So, quick summary here of the week. We had two really, really good matchups and three absolute blowouts. You were one of the blowouts. I'll let you kind of just walk us through what it was like to dismantle my team and put up 186 points.
Yeah, and it hurt to do it. I'm sorry to put you through that.
Hurt so good, I guess.
The team's stacked. Doghouse, that is, per usual. Top to bottom, just chock full of talent, receiver heavy. Everyone went off. My boy Tracy, potential league winner, put it on you pretty good on that Monday night game, even though he came out of the game concussed, which is unfortunate.
I mean, that's kind of par for the league that's par for the year for your team. I mean, you have a guy who looks like he's going to just run away with it for you, and now he's got a concussion. I feel like you've just been battling injuries all year long.
And it really hasn't affected me.
No, you keep winning.
I'm busy on the wire. I research, I read up. I spend more time doing the research in fantasy than I do sometimes my day job, and that's why I can say in most instances, year after year, I'm top guy at the in all these leagues, and I try to maintain that efficiency.
I think you've won this one twice. Can you correct me on that, or is that how many times you've won this league?
Yeah, I think it's twice, and it's funny.
Yeah.
I was looking at that in the league since 2003. Who was in the league with us that far back? We've got a lot of newbies. Who was even
so that
involved?
First year was pretty interesting. We had Pat Biggins was obviously the ringleader there. We had Jim Foran and Steven Foran, Pat Foran, yourself.
Okay. Good.
Rick Hebert was in that first year of the league.
Okay.
And I think that first year that was the year that your brother was actually in there.
Zach?
Yeah, he played with us for 1 year. He played I think he was the Cleveland Steamers that year.
Too soft to stick around.
I don't know what happened. He just kind of fell off there. Okay, everybody. Jeff from the future, inserting myself back into this interview. The curiosity was killing me. I had to look it up. This was our first year of the league. We had Pat Biggins, who ran the team named Baby Names that first year. I came in second place as the losers. Cleveland Steamers was third. The name is hidden, so I actually can't see who this is. Given Josh's confusion, I'm guessing this might be one of Pat's brothers. Curious who that was, though. I always just thought it was Josh's brother. Doghouse came in fourth that year. Bring back the Colonial. This might have been Steven's best year ever. Stallionaires, that was Ryan back in the day. Tom Brady Likes Dudes belongs to a profile named Chris. I can't place who the Chris was. If anybody else remembers, that'd be interesting to know. London Silly Nannies, who is now the mystery team of the week. Found on Road Dead, which is going to be Jim, and then Dicky Boys was Rick Hebert. Really got that franchise off to a hot start. That's it for me for now. Thanks. Yeah, so your brother, is he from Cleveland, or where's he from?
No, he's North Andover. He hasn't moved out of the state ever. So I'm wondering if maybe you're thinking of something else.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but I feel like your brother, maybe it was one of Josh's, maybe it was one of Pat's brothers. We'll have the league correct me and tell me who actually was in the league, but I could have sworn it was your brother that first year.
Huh. Yeah, if it was, he's an awful participant in most things. So yeah, that's why
he dropped out quick. It was a one and done, and then I think we got Richardson the following year for a brief tenure.
Ooh,
and then my brother jumped in the league pretty soon after that. He was one of the early adopters as well.
That's right. Yeah, so tough week for you, buddy.
Tough week for me. I'll tell you what kicks about your team. The Tyler McBride guy, man, he just always comes through. I mean, 24 from the tight end. I'm never excited to face you. Then that first night, Cooper Cup and Kyron Williams both coming off just hurt.
Yeah, having Cooper back is good. Always attempt to get the best I can at tight end. It's one of those positions you need a top dog in there to produce each week. So he's been that guy for me.
These next two will be really brief because nobody's surprised they lost. Blowout got blown out by the Purple Herbies, and the Wattmen continue to lose to Coach Klein. I think that those are just two really bad teams that are going to continue to lose. So, any thoughts on your automatic buys? Do you have those guys coming up anytime soon?
Oh man, I hope so. Yeah, Purple Herbies. Tom, new man, newish man to the league.
He's having a good
Uh,
year. He's coming through. He's 4-4.
yeah,
He's putting together some points here. 175, not bad.
yeah, he's TJ Hawkinson. He's trying to emulate him, look wise with the long hair, and you know, doing his best to stay competitive in this league. Blowout, it's really tough. I mean, I could tell, I could read it all over Jim's face when he aired on the podcast recently. He's just, yeah, he's down and out. He's tapped out. He's tired.
I think he's a broken man, personally. I
Yeah,
mean, there was a lot of bravado last week, but I think that this team just is really bringing him down.
yeah, he just really looked tough on the podcast. He looked really tired and worn out. So that's,
Yeah,
what do you do? Better luck next
better
year. I
luck
know
next year to him. I mean, he'll
yeah.
start selling off the team pretty soon. He gives up right about now.
Yeah, he can call me. I think I have the depth to pick up some,
Some of his wide
draft capital
receivers.
next year and continue the pace that I'm on. Yeah.
So speaking of broken teams, the Wattmen, I mean, they're getting their boy Christian McCaffrey back here pretty soon, but just
Mm.
the wide receiver situation's rough. I mean, you've got Chase and nobody else. I mean, Mooney, I guess, is coming on. Yeah, maybe Christian McCaffrey will make a difference. Tyler Lockett, I mean, surprisingly, they only got 1.9 points with no DK in the game, but just continues to fall apart for the Wattmen. Pretty excited for
Yeah.
Steven and Coach Klein. That seems like that was going pretty well. I'm excited that he keeps winning. We've got kind of a logjam at 4-4 that he's very much a part of.
Yeah, we're gonna see what comes out of that log jam. I'm not feeling too great about any of those squads. I'm not worried to face any of them for sure.
Two,
That's worth mentioning. We'll see what happens.
two
We'll see
squads
if
that
they.
might make you worried. No pun intended here. Right on your tail. Both of you guys are 6-2. You've just got a few more points. He keeps coming through, even though he's starting Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes actually starts putting up points, watch out for that team.
Yeah, this guy Ryan, he's been around a lot of years. Does his research, clearly reads up. Lot of depth. Good. Well, Diggs is out. That will hurt a little bit. I don't know how his bench looks, but Bowers, man, what a story. Rookie tight end again, talking about that uh, irrelevant position in the lineup. But I mean, it pays to have a strong tight end, tried and true tight end one on the squad. Kittle. So he's going double whammy on tight end. I
Yeah,
didn't even realize.
he's got the double whammy on tight end, and he always has to make a choice. He's been choosing correctly most of the year. He'll be fine at wide receiver. I mean, he's got Debo ready to come off the bench. Shakir has been looking great, and he's ready to go. I think he'll be just fine. Solid team as always. And then big day. I mean, he's kind of going this. He's going with this heavy running back combo. Derrick Henry and Bijan Robinson, supposed to be kind of the top 5 wide running backs. Throw some Montgomery in there, and I think he's just going to consistently grind up some points.
Yeah, that Thomas injury is going to hurt. Have him inside my top 10 for receivers in the entire league, and he's a rookie.
Yeah,
He'll be out 2 to 4 weeks with an injury. Looks like he needs to ice up. This team is banged up. He's got a lot of guys on injury. What he does. We'll see what he can do.
I'd say 12 points on the bench. Most of the guys are questionable or out. I mean, that's Big Day's got some figuring out to do.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
and then the other great matchup.
You know what?
Yep.
He's listening to too much Noah Khan. He's getting way too emo. He's getting way too, he's slowing it down too much. He's got to dig into that waiver. He's got to dig deep. He's got to pick up a couple of players to fill the gaps there.
Product of Vermont right there. We're all very proud of Noah Khan here in Vermont. Everybody's all about him. The other kind of matchup of the week here, New England Chowders with a huge come from behind victory over the Stanley Steamers here. Completely out of this matchup. CeeDee Lamb goes ahead and puts up 43 on Sunday night. and then gets the late touchdown, the late 12 points from Pickens there to come through for the win. Kind of feel for Patrick here. Had a great week and just didn't get the win. Does move into the leader on the Biggest Loser prize, but yeah, great matchup.
Yeah, love the name Cleveland Steamers. Love the emoji guy. Yeah, I look at this squad to the left. I would say that lineup is as rich as it gets, top to bottom, and to come away with an L by just a couple of points. Really, yeah, at the that you get the CD Lamb effect big time. The rest of TJ's squad, and I'm a big fan of TJ. I know he does his research. He reads up. He's been in the league a lot of years. I'm sorry for drafting Amon St. Brown on you last year after a poor initial pick. I was not paying attention. I know he holds that over me. And
that is a grudge match that does exist within the league now for sure. I'm glad that you remember that. You two have quite the beef developing.
Yeah, I still to this day, if it was anyone else, I might not feel that bad. I didn't realize it was TJ.
You don't have to feel that bad. I'll tell you that. He's working too much to really care that much, anyways. He's got his new restaurant there, but just want to open the floor up to you. I feel like I've been pretty kind to your team in the power rankings most weeks. I have not thrown too much shade your way, but if you would like to trash anybody else, I feel like we've done a pretty solid job of it so far. But if you've got any other thoughts on the league or anything else you want to get off your chest, this is the moment and platform to do so. So feel free.
Yeah, no, I feel like I hit a few people pretty good, quick, casual, not, I don't want to belabor any of these points, but to summarize, we've got, it's Dietrich. I don't even know what that is, what that means. Biggins, too heavy on the Noah Khan recently. His team needs to ice up. He needs to research. He needs to hit that waiver hard and fill some gaps in that lineup. We touched on Tom. We love Tom. Big fan of Tom. Hope to see him soon. He was talking about making a trip down here with his wife Mary, and that'd be great. Good to catch up with him. We'll see if he can make it work. I think maybe it's time to cut that hair with the baby coming in the next couple of weeks. I know I had a real awful look when Tessa was first born with the real long, mangy, just overall just uncomfortable hair. Cut it all off day after she was born. Felt like $1 million. Tom, maybe give it a try ahead of that.
Those photos stick around, man. Gotta get ready for those photos.
It's tough, but and then Jim, love Jim. Have known Jim for decades on end, but yeah, man, his team is tired. He looked tired in that podcast, so hopefully he peps up with the Thanksgiving holiday right around the corner. He'll get a couple of days to recharge.
I love the optimism. Good luck this week. You are facing against the Purple Herbies. Definitely going to be my pick there. I haven't even really looked at that, but I feel like you'll pull it together. You don't even have a guy in there, and you're within striking distance on the projection. So, yeah,
no big deal.
Yeah, so we'll get everything squared away there. Hey, I really appreciate your time today, Josh. Doghouse is a valued member of the league, and I'm really happy that you were able to come on the pod. So thank you for your time.
You're the man, Jeff. Good work. Talk to you soon.
Yep.
Be well.
Another shout out to Doghouse. Really appreciate your time tonight. Great having you on the pod. Now let's hop into everybody's favorite segment, the power ranking update. Number 1, Doghouse. As you could hear in his voice, he's confident his team keeps winning, and he's now number 1 in the power rankings. Number 2, right behind him in both standings is no pun intended. Great team. Purple Herbies have moved their way all the way up to number 3. They keep winning. Another solid week. Number 3, congratulations. Big Day is going to round out our top 4. The New England Chowders, off of their massive performance this week, really thanks to CD Lamb, maintains that 5th spot and is going to stay in the 5 spot. Burlington's Burliest stays at the 6th spot. Need to start winning, or I'm going to start dropping into those bottom 3, though. I'm going to start referring to Pat's team as Mystery Team of the Week because it's just really hard to keep up. Can't wait to see what you come up with this week, buddy. Coach Klein, solid win, but it was over the Wattmen, so you're going to stay at number 8. The Wattmen, I would keep you at number 10, but you're getting Christian McCaffrey back. I feel like you have some victories in your future. Blowout, I really appreciated you picking up the pod last week. Loved most of what you did, but one thing really irked me, and it was you putting yourself as number 1. I mean, come on, man. You haven't won in a long time. Your team's not that solid. I think that you've earned this place at number 10. For the update on the Biggest Loser, This week, the mystery team of the week has taken over the top spot with 176.5 points and a loss, and is currently in the lead for that $20 prize. Congratulations. The New England Chowdas won last week $5. It was their first $5 prize. Doghouse took his third biggest winner of the week and is up to a $15 prize for that pool. Here's the updated standings. We have 3 teams that are kind of standing out among the rest. I'm including New England Chowders in that after that 1,234 points for. I think that's the second most in the league. That's an impressive year so far. We've got a conglomeration of us at 4-4. I feel like this is going to be where the battle is going to be for that 6th playoff spot. And then we've got 3 teams that have some improving to do. Cleveland Steamers, Blowout, and the Wattmen. Got to hit the end of the season hard here. Week 9 matchups, Burlington's Burliest versus the Wattmen. I'll take my easy win. Thanks for the bye. We've got Big Dave versus the New England Chowdas. That's going to be my matchup of the week. 2 very hot teams, back-to-back in the standings, back-to-back in the power rankings. Feel like this is going to be a bloodbath. Blowout versus No Punt Intended. Right now, Blowout's actually projected for more points, but my number 10 spot in the rankings never gets my selection. Going to go with No Punt Intended here. Doghouse against the Purple Herbies. Feel like Doghouse should be just fine in that matchup and will maintain his hold on the number 1 spot. And then a really interesting matchup between the mystery team and Coach Klein. I'm going to give the lean here to Coach Klein, actually. The mystery team has a solid team. I feel like this is just one of those fluky football weeks that Coach Klein's going to come out with a way to go to 5-4. Really appreciate everybody's time tonight. Stay safe on Halloween and have a good night. See ya.
Stepped into the building, changes swinging on my neck, gold rings on my fingers, something on my wrist, tucked into my waist, little semi with a clip, lip gloss of the Bombay, took a little sip like, oh, vintage sticks, little blast from the past, gold rings click when I bust in the clothes, just stepped into the building, shot a little face and I'm back on